My name is Vanessa Davis, and I have prepared a small lesson about the topic of netiquette. So, in this presentation, I'll be talking about what netiquette is. I'll be talking about why we need to have netiquette, and I'll be discussing how to teach children ages 7 to 12 netiquette, and also be providing free resources for parents and teachers. So throughout this lesson, or at the end of the lesson, we should be able to answer the following questions. What is netiquette? Why is netiquette important? And how can I teach my child or my children netiquette? So the first question, what is netiquette? The definition, according to Merriam Dictionary, is the rules about the proper and polite way to communicate with others or other people when you are using the internet. So to make that definition in shorter terms, it's just being able to use the proper manners when you are communicating through the internet. So before we can talk about some basic guidelines on what netiquette is, we need to talk about the platforms that are available for youth to communicate and how are these platforms being used. So the first platform that I'll be talking about is social networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, and MySpace. And these three popular sites are ways for youth to easily connect to other friends and share about their lives. It provides instant messaging. It provides them to be able to keep track of their friends by creating friend lists. It allows for them to upload pictures and videos and leave comments and videos on their comment walls. The next platform that I'll be talking about is chat rooms and game rooms. And one game room that's really popular is Minecraft. And through Minecraft, youth are able to upload their pictures. They're also able to create videos and upload videos and share. And they're able to enter into a virtual world and join friends in this virtual world and chat with their friends while they're playing and creating things in this virtual world. And the last platform that's available that I'm gonna talk about is email accounts, such as Gmail, Yahoo, and Hotmail are some popular ones. And through these accounts, you're able to create friend lists. There's instant messaging, and there's also private communication between friends, and also if they're using it for school, it's also for their classmates and also communication between the teachers. Okay, so now that we know the platforms that are available for kids and how they're being used, we're going to talk about the second question. Why is netiquette important? So there's two main ideas that I want to talk about. The first one is that it's important that we safeguard our children from the potential dangers of communicating through the internet. And some of those potential dangers are cyberbullying, giving out too much information, befriending and or meeting or also meeting friends, and they could think that they're friends but actually be predators. Seeing or hearing inappropriate things, sharing inappropriate or illegal content, which can endanger future academic or employment opportunities. And that one I'm going to go a little bit more in depth. Nowadays, um, a lot of the stuff that we leave on our Facebook accounts and Twitter accounts is a representation of us, our character, and who we are. And so, uh, youth, more the age of 12, 13, 14, they're leaving traces and evidence of themselves, and as they begin to uh, get older and apply for jobs and even apply for colleges, the colleges or jobs can easily do a Google search on them, and their Facebook page or comments show up, and it's not appropriate. It can damage their future. It can damage the possibility of getting a job. It can damage the possibility of them being received by that college. So the second reason why it's important to learn netiquette is that our children must learn how to safely and effectively interact on the internet in order to be successful in the 21st century. And so in today's times, children are not only communicating through the internet in the classroom, but they're also communicating through the internet at home. And there are many educational resources that are available and that are really useful for kids, such as Khan Academy and Duolingo. But in order to set up accounts with these resources, they are required to have an email account. So it's important for them to learn how to set up an email account and how to use it appropriately so that they can gain access to these educational resources. And the last point is that students need to learn the social norms of the behavior that is appropriate when communicating on the internet, just in the same manner that when they start going to school, they need to learn the social norms of how to behave in the classroom. Okay, so the last essential question was, how can I teach my child netiquette? And so before we talk about how to teach, we're going to talk about what to teach. And this goes back to the first question, what is netiquette? And netiquette, again, is how to communicate appropriately with manners on the internet. And so what I did was found some basic guidelines. And again, this is for youth ages 6 to about 12. And the guidelines will be the same, between teenagers and adults. You're just going to, the way that you present it and go in depth to it is going to change according to age level. And so for age level 7 through 12, some basic guidelines would be teaching that when you use caps, it's like you're shouting. And so when you are communicating, whether it's through your social network, whether it's through email, or whether it's through chat rooms and game rooms, whenever you use all caps, you are shouting to the person that you are communicating. Another point is that you want to remember that the person on the other end cannot really see your expression or hear the tone in your voice. And so when you use your words, you want to use your words wisely. Another basic guideline is that you want to cool off before you respond to any messages if you're angry. Another guideline is you want to check your messages for any misspelling or anything that can be a misstatement. You want to respect your privacy and the privacy of others. You never want to give out too much information. And for young ones, you really want to impress on them that giving out your full first and last name, or maybe giving out a phone number or address or what school you go to, that's giving out too much information. And even saying, where your friends go to school is too much information. You want to respect your privacy and the privacy of others. And the last guideline is that you don't want to forward any private messages to others. So if someone communicates through email and sends you, a message that's only supposed to be between you and your friend, you don't want to put that message out to anybody else. You want to keep that private. And then I've put together some tips for parents. You want to check your child's friend list to see who can access your child's profile. You want to make sure your child knows all the friends in person that they've actually met that friend and have associated with them, and it's not just someone that they befriended, especially if they're using social networks. You want to teach your child how to set secure privacy settings. You want to have your child remove any inappropriate content, photos, or any kind of personal information from their personal accounts. And again, that goes back to the possibility of in future when you apply for jobs or colleges, any type of inappropriate content can really damage your the possibility of getting into that college or getting that job. You want to check your child's profile for any inappropriate or any kind of personal information. You also want to check your child's friend's profile if they have any inappropriate or personal information of your own child. And you want to report any inappropriate behavior to the proper authority. If there's any type of criminal behavior, the proper authority would be law enforcement authorities. And some good discussion starters for parents. You can show me, or could you show me your online profiles? Do you use your real name or age when talking with others online? What kinds of things do you post on your page? How do you decide who to add as a friend? When do you send emails? And would you feel comfortable if I checked your profile? And the last thing I'll go over with you really quickly are some resources. A great resource is www.netsmart.org. And this is a workshop that has been put on by the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. It has great videos, interactive activities, lesson plans, visuals, and it's great for educators and parents and even youth. I also have some testimonies of some youth about cyberbullying, so that's a great source. Another one is an article that was posted in Edutopia, and that gives basic guidelines for Netiquette. And the last one is if you ever experience or your child experiencing cyberbullying, you can go to cybertipline.com and you can report any type of information there. Once again, this presentation was about Netiquette, and hopefully you learned something new. Thank you.